Yeah, hello. YouTube seems to be working too now. So I just did like a small episode on Twitch and I just realized I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind the last few days since I started my first project with live concert streaming while playing. And that is the topic of making mistakes. There is this saying, if you want to improve, then fail, fail again, try again. And I think it's true. You are going to make mistakes if you are pushing new boundaries. The energy that you get because you know that something is critical is like really relevant for going forward, for putting the energy and love into your work that needs to be there. And if you just go a safe road all the time, it is boring. So, for example, you have a very nice ORTF microphone setup. Then you can just, hello, you can just use that to record all kinds of stuff. So ORTF is a nice configuration and it's a safe configuration. It was developed by the Dutch radio for a reason. And if you know how it works, that you have a certain recording angle, you can just plug it down at the right distance and it's going to be fine. But it is not going to do the best possible job. So ORTF uses two cardioid microphones at a distance of 17 centimeters from the middle of the capsule and an angle of plus minus 55 degrees for 110 degrees angle between the two microphones. And because you're using cardioids, you don't capture the space in the back. If you're using two space microphones, you're going to capture the space. If you're using Bloomline, you're going to capture the space, not as much, but you're going to capture the space without the phase differences you're going to capture when you use time of arrival based stereophonic recordings like AB. So you can use your ORTF microphone every time and it's going to be okay, but it's not going to be the optimal solution for what you want to achieve, for the room, for the repertoire. It's going to have a much better localization because it is using directional microphones. It's going to have a much better localization than AB. It's not going to have as much space as AB, and it's going to have more space than Bloomline, but it's not going to have the excellent localization that Bloomline gives you. And it really depends on the space, the repertoire, the sonics you want to achieve, which main microphone you're going to use, and what else you're going to use to augment it, to make it even better. So, coming back to making the mistakes, if you just use the safe thing that you know works, it's going to be boring for yourself, probably. It's going to be less stressful, definitely. You're not going to get the good results you could if you optimized your setup for every situation. Obviously, there's many situations where you will use AB as a main microphone, or Bloomline, or ORTF, but you have to choose depending on every situation what you want to do. So try to have a fallback plan when you're certain there can be a mistake. If you're quite sure that it's optimal, then, well, go for it, I would say. But if something fails, like my streaming experiments were not what I had hoped would be the results, especially after the experiences from the first concert, going into the setup for the second concert. But then I made some new mistakes, and they really got fixed in my brain, because yeah, it was embarrassing. Everything else is like so nice. The way I can record music is like very good. The way I can do videos, very good. So why does this not work? But that's just how it happens. If you look at a different area of life, if you look at the martial arts, if your opponent is not giving his best, trying to attack you, you won't be pushed to the point of giving your best defending against these attacks. Only if you are pushing yourself to a high level or to the maximum. Something is happening here. My dog is sensing an immediate danger, which didn't manifest itself because there was just a person walking through the woods and not another dog. So anyway, if you are in a situation where you want to maximize your improvement, then you have to push yourself in some way, and that is the same for probably most everything. So see to it that the situation is difficult. See to it that you find things that always keep your interest alive. Think about what you want to achieve sonically, how others have achieved their results, what musicians want to have. Try to go for that and approach really every situation as if it is unique. And it is unique. You might, like I said, you might end up doing things you have done before, but you have gone through like a path. I remember when I studied, there was something about acquiring knowledge where they said it seems to you that you've like gone in a circle, and you're sometimes back where you started, but the thing is that you have gone in a circle, but you have gone up. So looking from the top, you're at the same spot, but looking from the side, you can see that you're like spiraling up. You might think you're at the same spot several times, but you have gained a lot of knowledge. You have rejected using ORTF and AB and gone for Bloomline, and there are some situations where you do that and afterwards you say, oh, no, not what I expected. So, but in the course of time, you're going to get better at judging accurately, I think. And even then, try to find something new, try to find a new angle, keep everything alive for you, yourself, and for the people you work with. So, signing off from Alstertal in Hamburg, beautiful Alstertal in Hamburg. See you again soon. Bye bye.